Take it easy. Irma, come here. Come here. So Irma, come here. Come. Irma, come. Irma, come here. Irma, come here. Irma, come here. Come here, come on. Over here. Thank you. See if Joe's in here yet. Come here. You're okay. Yeah, you're okay. You can never go. What do you want? There's Joe. Okay. Yeah, right. Good to go.
Cool, guys. Sorry I'm a few minutes late. It's all Ethan's fault. Ethan was telling me about his crusades through Croatia. Yeah, if you guys follow the model, you can go to Croatia too, just like Ethan. So thanks, Ethan. Cool, guys. So what we're going to talk about today. So what we're going to talk about is the offer submission checklist, right? And we're going to go through why it's so important, and we're going to kind of tweak it, and we're all going to, I would like this to be interactive. Like those of you, you guys are writing offers and you guys are like getting offers accepted. I want to shout everybody out. Like it's kind of overwhelming and it's kind of awesome, right? Like everyone's writing offers, and it's like almost like every day or every other day in the admin Slack channels, like offer accepted, offer accepted, offer accepted. You know, I think, I don't know if Dominic is on here. I'm just going to shout him out. Like Dominic just got an offer accepted for a VA buyer that was 100% financing, right? They have no money. It was a VA buyer and he needed a $10,000 seller concession, and it was multiple offers, and Dominic got it accepted. It's unbelievable. It's like unbelievable, right? And the reason why we're getting our offers accepted is because we have a process, right? We have a system and it works, right? And so what I want everyone to kind of, where I want to meet everyone today is we want to be doing this to scale, right? We want to be doing this over and over and over and over. If you want to do this to scale, if you want to close 2 to 4 transactions per month, you have to follow the system. That's it. It works. It totally works. And we're going to go through it. And so from time to time, as we, as the market changes and things get different, we're going to keep going through all these things. What you guys are going to learn is when you're here for a little while, we go over the same things over and over and over. It's like I played basketball, right? Like practicing free throws, running the plays. Like that's it. This is how we win games. So let's go right ahead and jump in. Let me pull up my screen here. Is there anyone on the call that had an offer accepted in the last week? Lori had one accepted like 10 minutes ago, I think.
Yeah, that was kind of like Luke though. I'm just helping him out while he's surfing.
Teamwork. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, cool. Awesome. So guys, first things first, right? Does everyone have access to the university? Yeah. What's Lauren pointing at? Oh, if you don't have access to the university, please speak up now, because what did they say? What does my wife always say? My wife's a nurse. Says poor preparation on your part does not constitute an emergency on my part. That's like she runs a floor at the hospital, and she says that shit constantly to like her nurses, and like she will say that shit constantly to me as well. I'll be like, "Where's the blah blah blah?" She'll be like, "Poor preparation on your part does not constitute an emergency on my part." And what that AKA, you can't call Lauren at 8 p.m. on a Saturday night because she's not going to be there, right?
I will block you. I'm just kidding. I won't block you.
We live in a society, people, there are rules, right? This is a civilization. And so anyway, this is where everything is. So you just have to know where everything is. We don't want to live in a reactive environment. So anyway, by the way, this is looking beautiful. Lauren and Norn, honey, this looks so good. Oh my God. Did you guys see this? Like, we have new thumbnails. So anyway, if you go to onboarding, so guys, everyone here has been through onboarding at the Joe Oz Real Estate Group. Here's a news flash. As everything changes, we change the onboarding, right? When consumers start talking differently and people start saying different things, we're going to update the onboarding, right? When UpCity changes their rules on how they grade people, when Zillow Flex connections go up and down, we're going to change things. They're going to go into onboarding, which is right here. The onboarding packet that you received is right here, and it's constantly changing. Like the rebuttals, a perfect example is the rebuttals. The rebuttals that we were getting on the phone 4 months ago are different than they are today. So the agents that just went through the last onboarding, they heard different rebuttals than you guys did. So, I'll just throw this out there, man. When we do onboarding, we go over all the stuff on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. If anybody ever wants to like jump back in or join us when we're doing it, you're totally welcome. But what we have here is the reason why we get our offers accepted at such a high rate. Listen, there's a reason why we set appointments at such a high rate. There's a reason why we write offers at such a high rate. And there's a reason why we get offers accepted at such a high rate. Does anybody know why that is?
The offer submission checklist.
That's right, Luke. It's because we have a system. If you go work, when I'm recruiting agents, I tell them the difference between us and Keller Williams and us and Remax and us and whatever is we have a plan and we have systems to follow, right? Those guys and gals, they do not have a plan, right? So when we have a plan, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but like I want to have a plan, right? So let me open this thing up, right? Oh, actually, what I'm going to do is hold on for one more day. Do you like that I have my own hold music? I know that there's pain, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm on coffee today. Like I'm on coffee. If I was pulled over and tested for my blood coffee level, it would be through the roof. And pull up my materials. Oh yeah. All right, cool. So here is the offer submission checklist. Is this what I want? Hold on. Second. Radical. All right, cool. So now we're going to go through this, right? You guys just had a buyer go through a house and they want to make an offer, and now we have to run through the offer submission checklist. What we're going to do is we're going to go through each thing on the offer submission checklist, and then we're going to talk about why it's important, right? So, Lori, you're the first person I see, and will you read the first thing on the offer submission checklist? What it says?
Purpose: run through the entire checklist prior to submitting your offer to maximize acceptance rate. 2 heads are better than 1. Drop your offer in the offer advice Slack channel.
Cool. Does anyone here? I'd like to make this interactive, by the way, guys. Scream, shout, whatever. If you've had wins, if you've had wins here, please share them. Someone tell me why that's important. Why should we drop our offer in the offer advice Slack channel?
Someone might, or you might overlook something and someone else might catch it for you, and be like, change this, and that will get your offer accepted if you didn't catch it.
Yeah. Dude, we've got like 30, thanks, Lori. We've got like 30 people on this real estate team. We have a slot, we operate in Slack. That's how we communicate and stay connected. And when you're about to submit an offer, I don't know about you guys, who's ever like submitted an offer and been like, oh my God, I hope everything was filled out right. I hope I did everything the right way. Has anyone felt that way or felt a little insecure about their offer, right? Would you feel better if you had like your team? And we come from a culture of helping each other, right? We truly operate like a team. Like we care a lot about the next person, right? Our mission statement, in case you guys don't know, is the Joe Oz Real Estate Group exists to help our clients achieve their goals while doing what?
Helping our team members achieve theirs.
Thank you, Ethan. While helping our team members achieve theirs, right? So if we show up every day and we follow the mission statement, we're going to get excited when our friends and our colleagues get their offers accepted, right? So just to dive into this thing, man. Let's see here. Oh, hold on. Offer submission. Objections. Offer advice. Boom. So this is our offer advice Slack channel. So Maria, I'm going to be putting an offer in on 18 Churchill, East Brunswick. Asking price is $650, on the market for 2 days. Agent said there were showings booked all weekend. No offers yet, but I'm sure there will be multiple. What would you guys say would be a strong offer? Do you think 700K would cut it, or do you think we need to be over? 10% over would be 715. By the way, this is a great way to post in here. Like if you just post a contract and you're like, what do you guys think? That you're not going to get a response, right? What we want is we want the address, right? Because in case I want to hop in the MLS, we want the listing price, what you're going in at, and you also should talk about what terms and conditions you have altered, right? Like, are we waiving a home inspection? Are we doing an appraisal gap? Things like that. And then we have 4 replies here, right? So we go over here. Gil says the agent will wrap it up today. Ask the agent what will wrap it up today to cancel other showings if you have enough rapport, right? By the way, that script, when you call the other agent and you say, hey, Lauren, I just showed 123 Banana Street. My client loves it. And they asked me to call you and beg you and get on my hands and knees and say, oh my goodness, what would it take to just take this thing off the market and open up attorney review tomorrow? And stop talking. That's when you stop talking, right? Don't say anything, right? That they might not tell you what will happen to get the deal done. But do you guys think that they might just like blurt out some shit that might help you?
Yes.
Yeah, because it happens every goddamn time, right? So it's like this. It's like let the silence do the heavy lifting, guys. When you ask the heavy question, stop talking, right? And then what happens is they're like, well, we have like 4 offers and you know, we don't have anything over asking yet, but like we have to do the open house on Sunday. Oh my God, did you just get some solid knowledge right there, right? Like, so guys, make sure, this is totally off topic, but everyone that gets their offer accepted, when I ask them, what did you do? They say, I followed the post connection call. I followed the offer submission checklist and I got into relationship. We call it kissing the butt of the listing agent. We're like kissing the butt of the listing agent. And while we're on the topic, I'm going to share what I used to do when I was on the other end. The scripts that I would use, the kissing butt scripts I would be like, Marla, what's up? It's Joe. Oh my God, I just showed 123 Banana Street. Holy crap. Congratulations. I see your signs everywhere. By the way, the pictures look great on this house. You're doing such a great job. You know, like I would just compliment them and just like right off the bat, like, oh my God, I see your signs everywhere. You're doing great. What's the secret? Like, that's how I would get into rapport with agents, right? But anyway, here's Marla. She's got 10 replies in here, right? So Marla dropped an offer in here and she had 10 replies helping her either make her offer better or giving her advice, right? Dominic, same thing. He's got 8 replies, right? Luke, Jason, everyone jumps in here to help each other. So Does everyone see the value in using the offer advice Slack channel? Yes, Joe, we do. Marla, can you read the second one? Starts with the word ping.
Ping the team on Do You Know This Agent with agent's name to see if anyone could hook you up.
Cool. Has anyone benefited from this Slack channel recently?
I did with the last recent offer with Ellen Silver.
There you go, right? Yeah. And then so what happens is I know Maria is not on this call. Maria and was it Dominic? No, it was Maria and Jason. Jason was making an offer. This was like last week. Jason was making an offer. He said, do you know this agent? And Maria responded, oh yes, I just did a deal with them. And then like got on the phone with Jason and told him what he needed. Like, hey, just give them a call, talk through it. You could probably negotiate it before it even gets accepted. So also I've been in the business for 15 years and I know a lot of realtors, and when they won't take if you're brand new, when they won't take your phone calls, guess whose phone call they'll take?
Yours.
That's right, Laura. And my job is to make sure that you guys are winning, right? Like, so I'll do that for you guys. Sarah, can you read this the third one?
Speak with the listing agent prior to submitting the offer to determine these three Oh, did I read the wrong one?
No, you had it. No, 3 non-negotiables. And can you read the 3 non-negotiables?
Oh yeah, what does competitive price look like on the home? When are the offers due? What kind of special terms is the seller looking for?
Perfect. So why is that important? You're a really good realtor. Can you tell us why that's important?
The first one, what does competitive price look like on the home? That's really important for you to come up with the right number. If they're telling you that they got asking, you better come over asking. You can't go under asking. And when are the offers due? That's really important because you want to make sure your offer is in before the deadline. What kind of special terms is the seller looking for? Flexibility. If the seller is contingent on buying a home or they need to rent back for another 3 weeks, you want to make sure you talk to your buyer and educate them and give that flexibility to the seller. If the seller doesn't want to touch anything in the house, then you go relate that to your buyer and let them know, waive the inspection if it's not major issues. In regards to the appraisal, nobody waives appraisals anymore. That's what I noticed.
Okay, cool. So you're seeing that's kind of come off the table a little bit, right? With the market
Yeah.
shifting a little bit. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Now that's really good. Yeah. If they mention the homeowner's handicapped and you say, oh, well, you know what if we get the CO? Would that be helpful? You know, like whatever will give you that little bit of an advantage. And then also, Sarah, I mean, these are really questions you should be asking before you like show the house, right? So that's awesome, Sarah. That was great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. I'm gonna pick on someone else. Ethan, can you read the next one?
Call the buyer's lender to inform them that you will be writing an offer on the specific property and make sure they are ready to call the listing agent.
Have you ever benefited from this one?
Absolutely.
Can you tell everyone why this is so important?
Yes. Okay. So when you're submitting an offer, the seller, it's very important that the seller is aware that you can actually afford the home, especially if you're competing against other offers. And then if you're using Evan Beach, he will actually be able to, he's very good over the phone and selling. He can sell your offer and make it stand out. And this is also just because the fact that you're using a lender that you've done business with in the past, they know they're going to have a smooth closing and they're going to be able to clear to close when the time comes.
Look at that, guys. That's Ethan. Ethan, how old are you?
19.
19. Ethan got started in March. He's done 6 million. So Good job, Ethan. I'm very, very, very proud of you.
Thank you, Joe.
Love you.
Well, for
Yeah, Ethan, do you follow the model?
Yeah, for the most part. It
Yeah.
works.
He does. And when he doesn't, I tell him that he's not, and then he does. It's okay, right? But yeah, Ethan, you're doing awesome, man. Thank you for sharing that. Sandra. Will you read the next one?
Gather all required documents and attach to the email. Cover letter, signed purchase agreement, pre-approval letter, proof of funds, seller disclosure, wire fraud notice, and lead-based paint disclosure if applicable. Why work with me?
Awesome. Lauren, can you pull up the cover letter and the why work with me while I go over some of these things? So I don't look for it like a weirdo and for 5 minutes.
Yep, give me 1 minute.
Yeah, no worries. So signed purchase agreement, we understand why that's important, correct? Right, Sandra, right? We understand we have to send over the agreement, right? Like the
Yeah,
offer,
of
right?
course.
So we understand why the pre-approval is important, correct, everyone?
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Proof of funds, right? Do we understand why that's important?
Yes.
Cool. A lot of agents don't do this, but like, listen, use your discretion. If someone's putting down, if it's a first-time home buyer and they're putting down like, 3.5%, like, I don't know if it's important, but if it's super competitive and it's $1 million house and you're putting down $250,000, if you can just pull the bank account with those funds and cross out the account, do you guys think it's going to make your offer just look like a little bit stronger?
Absolutely.
Who was it? Dude, Luke Nehemiah, right? Who's surfing pipeline right now. Because he follows the model, by the way. He makes me very happy when people sell houses and get to go on extravagant, go on really awesome vacations with their families. Luke just had an offer. Guys, please listen to this. If you pull anything out of this meeting, he just got an offer accepted, and I was like, "How'd you do it?" And he's like, "You know what? My offer was the one that was fully completed, and I had everything included, so they took my offer." Right? Sarah's shaking her head. Has that happened to you before?
Yes, thank you so much for everything you've been teaching me. I really appreciate it. And I'm so grateful that you let me come to your training.
You're so sweet. Anytime. I'm going to cry. You're the best. I would do anything for you, Sarah. I'm
Thank
glad
you.
you're here. You're such a great addition. And really, my fulfillment in life comes from like just being on the journey with you guys. And yeah, I want to do it together, not alone. So thanks. You're so sweet.
I'm grateful.
Awesome. Cool. EXP is going to reach out to you and ask you for a review of my services. So if you can give me
Oh my God, I'll do it in a heartbeat.
I'm just kidding. It's like it was a joke. So seller's disclosure, wire fraud, lead-based paint, right? Make sure those are included. And then Lauren, are you ready with the other two? All right, Lauren's going to share her screen. So the cover letter and the why work with me are specific to our organization. And by the way, Sarah, if anyone that's not in our organization that wants these things, we'll send them to you. Does that make sense? Like we're not, we share everything. We don't, yeah, this is not like, this isn't like, I don't know, at Remax, we had to like lock our desks. So, so no one go through.
All right,
cool.
can you see my screen?
Yes, cool.
Okay,
so guys,
just before Joe dives into this, just really quick, this is available in the university under the buyer agent section. And when you are onboarded with the team, Honey creates the Why Work With Me with a direct link to our Google reviews. So a sample here, let me just move this guy. Can you see Gabby's Why Work With Me?
correct.
Okay.
So guys, this is, thanks Lauren for pulling this up. So this is the Why Work With Me, right? So what it is, it's a picture of the agent, right? Like we're going to put a face with a name, and then can we scroll to the top? And then it says, "Hey, listing agent, like how fun is this, right? Like why work with me? Experience. You're not working with a part-timer. Resourcefulness and creative. I'll do whatever it takes to close the deal." Like you're basically like, you're saying like, "Hey, this is me. This is what we're doing." Can someone read the experience part out loud? The little paragraph right there.
I'll read it.
Thanks, Lori.
Experience. You're not working with a part-timer. I have commitment to professionalism and excellence. Our team has a wealth of expertise, and it is important to me that I not just maintain our code of ethics, but that I raise the bar of professionalism with every transaction. The experience should be excellent, not just for the clients, but for the agents too.
Radical. Will someone else please volunteer to read the resourceful and creative part of the Why Work With Me?
I'll read it again.
Okay, sorry.
Resourceful and creative. I'll do whatever it takes to close the deal. I have a team that only uses resources of people we know, like, and trust. There have been so many times that it took a creative solution and proper resources to get closing, everything from appraisal, rebuttals, to getting second and third estimates on repairs. You can read more about this from the clients themselves on Google.
Perfect. Cassandra, will you read I Won't Waste Your Time?
I take contingencies seriously. I promise to work diligently to meet all timelines. I know what it's like to have a buyer's agent waste my seller's time. I schedule inspections within 24 hours of attorney review being concluded. My clients to meet all milestones. I only short in leading contingencies if the lender gives a green light.
Awesome. And I'm going to call on, let's see here. Ashley, will you read the last one? Communication.
I promise a rapid response in communication. My voicemail is never full. I communicate over all platinums, including but not limited to email, phone, text. I believe in respectful negotiations and collaboratively come up with solutions to close.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you. So guys, when you submit, why is this thing so important? Just this piece of paper that we're going to put as on the, like, we're going to send over to the listing agent. Does anybody know? Can someone please articulate why this thing is so important?
You know, just looking at it, I feel like there's a personality was put to this letter and why to work with me. And there's lots of promises there.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Does the listing agent know what they're getting into if they work with us?
With this, yes.
Yeah. And also, are we like getting ahead of every rebuttal and like, we're
100%.
every way that the deal can go sideways and how we would handle it?
100%. There's lots of heavy lifting in there.
Yeah, like agents not answering their, like, these are all the complaints. Agents not answering the phones. What do you do if it under, like, what are you going to do if there's an issue? Like, word communication, not wasting your time. If I'm telling you guys, when the listing agent gets this thing, they like, their heart starts like fluttering, right? Like hearts are popping above their head. They're like, this is my buyer. Like, they're going to want to work with you. Has anyone, show of hands, has anyone had an interaction with a realtor that wasn't very professional? Cool. So the majority of realtors are not very professional due to our low barrier of entry, right? And so I would say, like, when a professional realtor gets this, comes across their desk, they take you seriously, you stand out, and you're going to get your offer accepted. Cool. Lauren, what's next? The cover letter?
Oops, hold on. I pulled up the right.
There's a wild animal in my office. So now the hey, come here. The body of the email is what we're going to pull up now, right?
Do you see it?
No.
All right, hold on. My apologies. Do you see it now?
Hell yeah.
Amazing. I was wondering why everyone's being quiet.
Cool. I'm gonna ask for a volunteer to read this. And then after that, someone besides Lori want to read this?
I can do it.
Nice. Gabrielle, cool. Will you please read so this is the body of the email. By the way, guys, this is a system. This is a checklist. You don't have to do it. It's already written for you, right? Gabrielle, take it away.
Okay. Good morning. Thanks for taking my call and allowing me to show 123 Main Street. My clients love the place and are extremely well qualified to purchase it. They are also excited at the possibility of calling it home. We know the stakes are high in today's market, and when it comes to getting offers accepted, and believe that by streamlining all channels of communication and working proactively as a team, we all win. Working systematically has allowed us to accomplish 98% closing ratio by only working with serious buyers that are fully approved and committed to closing. We have successfully closed 90 plus escrows over the last 12 months and look forward to working with a successful agent like you.
All right, scroll up. Let's keep going.
And then please see our Zillow profile. Our buyer's lender has taken and reviewed a full loan application from my client, including running their credit, verifying all employment and funds. Our buyer's property is already in escrow with no contingencies, and we're 100% in and ready to perform for your seller. Below is a summary of our attached offer for your convenience. It shows offer price, escrow length, down payment, inspection, appraisal, and loan contingency.
Then we put in the lender's info, right?
Yeah, Evan,
And Warren, is there anything else down there?
attorney.
Cool. Lender, attorney. Those are both of the attorneys that we use. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Hey, Gabrielle, can I ask you a stupid question?
Yeah,
There's some things in this letter that are highlighted in yellow. Why are they highlighted in yellow?
because it can vary depending on your buyer.
So what you're saying to me is that those are the things that you'll have to like identify and change before you send this out?
Correct.
Cool. Warren, will you scroll through that? So it's the attorney is yellow. The mortgage lender is going to be yellow. Where they address if there's any home sale contingency, that's in yellow.
Right.
I think that's it. Gabrielle, why is this thing so important?
Because it shows that you're very neat and organized with everything, and things can be very overworded. So this way it's very clean and neat for the seller's agent to look at it and go through it properly and more efficiently.
100%.
Can I add, can I add something?
Yeah, please. Thank you.
Yeah. With this cover letter, it will make you stand out and it'll make the listing agent remember you, because when they get so many offers, they're gonna forget who is who and what offer is what. But with this one, they'll remember who is who.
100%. Thanks, Sarah. And when you have 30 offers or 10 offers or 5 offers, after you look at 2 of them, you get fatigue, right? Like offer reviewing fatigue, and you're like, and you forget things. And when they see this, they're just gonna call you. They're like, holy shit, I'm gonna call this person. Like they're gonna pick up the phone and call you and have a conversation. So, all right, wonderful. All right, Warren, I'll take the screen back.
Right, and I just want to say one thing, especially too with this, like I agree with Sarah. I've watched a lot of offers come in and something like this would absolutely stand out because I'm like, this is someone I want to work with on the other side of this deal. They're professional, they have their stuff together. It's the worst when they're just like C attached and they just upload the contract of sale. It definitely makes people stand out. I would have definitely remember this agent if an offer like this came out.
When I had my listing, one of the agents sent me the offer in a .loop link.
Oh my God.
That's infuriating. Don't ever do that.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, totally. Or like, yeah. All right, don't even start.
How lazy.
Radical. Gabrielle, you're on a roll. Will you read this next one?
Where it says hit.
Yeah.
Okay, hit send and across your fingers, eyes and toes, but no, you just submitted a badass offer.
Cool. Does everybody agree that that's a badass offer if you follow this checklist?
Yes.
Cool. Marlo, will you read the next one?
Call
Oh, I thought you said Lauren. Go ahead, Marla. Sorry.
letting them know the offer was submitted and to please call the listing agent and sell the offer in.
Perfect. And some cameras off. I'll just read the last one. Call or text a video message letting them know that the offer was Call or text message the buyer, right? Like, don't forget, dude, I used to do this. I would like submit everything and forget to update the buyer, right? I'd be like, it's in. They'd call me like the next day and be like, Joe, what's up? And I'm like, when are we putting the offer? And I'm like, oh, it was yesterday. Like, call or text a video message the buyer. Hey, come here. And let them know the offer was submitted and that we will update them shortly. Ooh, writing competitive offers. That's next. Cool. Awesome. So I kind of wanted to keep it short and sweet today. Guys, a lot of this stuff we've talked about before, but you've heard me say, I don't think people need to be taught more than they just have to be reminded. And we're just going to go over the fundamentals. This is the stuff that works, right? It just works. It works. Go to the admin task channel. Look at all the offers that are being accepted, right? The stuff works. Follow the system. There's 3 things that you have to do to succeed in this program. And it's take connections, follow the system, and have a really good attitude, you guys. And if you do those things, you should be okay. So we ended kind of early. I'm going to see, does anyone have any questions, any burning desire to share? Cool. Let's take some connections and write some offers. Is there anything in the chat I needed to address? You're good?
No, you're good.
Cool. All right, guys. Have an awesome day.
Thanks, Joe.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye. Thank you.
you.